Hi everybody, it's the afternoon of Sunday, April 7th. So I'm going to do another general reading, and as always I like to start with the Bible, give us extra protection. Okay, I'm going to go with Mark 9:33. Who is the greatest? Oh shoot. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that. I had to grab my cup of coffee. Okay, so we're beginning again, Mark 9:33. They came to Capernaum. When he was in the house, he asked them, "What were you arguing about on the road?" But they kept quiet because on the way they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting down, Jesus called the 12 and said, "If anyone wants to be first, he must be the very last and the servant of all." He took a little child and had him stand among them. Taking him in his arms, he said to them, "Whoever welcomes one of these little children in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but the one who sent me." Let me read that again. "Whoever welcomes one of these little children in my name welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but the one who sent me." In other words, if you must welcome someone in the name of Jesus, or and that's the way from Jesus to God. If you don't mention Jesus, then you're not welcoming Jesus, but you're welcoming God. Okay, that's how I understand it. So everyone's going to have their own thought about it, but that's how it resonates with me. Okay, so I'm going to read on. "Whoever is not against us is for us." "Teacher," said John, "we saw a man driving out demons in your name, and we told him to stop because he was not one of us." "Do not stop him," Jesus said. "No one who does a miracle in my name can in that next moment say anything bad about me. For whoever is not against us is for us. Tell the truth, anyone who gives you a cup of water in my name because you belong to Christ will certainly not lose his reward." Causing to sin. "And if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to be thrown into the sea with a large millstone tied around his neck. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life maimed than with two hands to go to hell, where the fire never goes out." "And if your foot causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life crippled than to have 2 feet and be thrown into hell. And if your eyes cause you to sin, pluck it out. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of God with 1 eye than to have 2 eyes and be thrown into hell, where their worm does not die and the fire is not quenched. Everyone will be salted with fire. Salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can you make it salty again? Have salt in yourselves and be at peace with each other. And then it goes to Mark 9:50. And then the next section is divorce, and then the little children, and then Jesus again predicts his death. So again, the Bibles are just random pulls, just like when I pull the cards. So it's kind of weird how earlier today, well, not weird, but it's a synchronicity. Earlier today, I'm not even sure what the scriptures were. I would have to watch the video, but it was the first time that they talked about Jesus predicting his death, and it was a different book. It wasn't Mark. Okay. So out of my handwritten cards, I have justice, balance, narcissists, manipulators are of deception and envy. They pretend to be your best friend, but that's to get you to go down the wrong path. That's to get you unbalanced. That's to get you doing something you really shouldn't be doing. So we always have to call for justice. We don't know when God's going to send it, because that's between God and the situation. But if something's bad that's happening to us, and we just say, God, I want to leave it to you, and I'll trust in you, Lord, that all is well, and let it be. And you want to try not to entertain the people who are putting you down the wrong path, but stand up for yourself and try to do it as nice as possible. Sometimes I can tell you that those ones that have been taking advantage of you all these years and have injecting how they feel into you, they're used to that. They're used to being able to do that. And when you stand up and you say, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm not entertaining this anymore, I'm not dealing with you anymore for these reasons, then you set yourself free. You set yourself free from the antagonizing feeling that you get after you've been around them for a while, and then they decide they're going to do their little game, whatever that is. So to call out justice, and then actually accept that you've called out justice, and you can not deal with those people. And if you're someone you live with, well, you got to figure that out. If it's someone you work with, you got to figure it out. But know that you do have to stand up for yourself, and I suggest you pray to God to ask him about the justice, and he'll probe you to do something about it, and you ask him to guide you through it. Okay, the next card, you can only lead those willing to follow. The others, you gotta just pray. So when you're like on this YouTube channel, I'm here to try to bring people to the light. I'm here to try to tell people that there's different ways to pray, and we have to respect the indigenous Indians. We have to respect the different religions. We have to respect our own thoughts and our own how we feel. I don't believe there's one set way to go to heaven. I believe Jesus is my brother. I believe Jesus is here. He was here, and he was here to do a good work. And he was here to do a big job, and that was to sacrifice himself for all of us, so we can be forgiven through our sins. It's not our religions, it's not the indigenous people. They didn't have Christianity. They had a different way. It's Mother Earth, Heavenly Father, Creator, I'm not sure, I'm not indigenous to here, but, you know, I believe most of them have their own way of practicing their spiritual life, you know. Okay. But if you're trying to lead people, you can only tell them about what you know. And it's up to them whether they absorb what you're telling them, or they just turn around and walk away and say, I'm not interested, I'm atheist, or whatever. You know, you just got to let them be and just pray. So that's what I think about when I wrote that card. And the last card is return to sender. Return to sender, good and bad. As a child of God, you have the power to return to sender, to call back your energy, cleaned and purified. Returning to sender is for the good and the bad. People are wishing you well, then if you say return to sender, then God's understanding that you want to wish them well back. But if they're praying that bad things happen to you, if they're praying that, you know, that God takes your life, you know, all we can do is reflect back. All we can do is reflect back and say, I don't want any part of that. I just want to return it to sender. And I think for me, it's kind of an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth kind of thing. But of course, we're not really practicing that. That's all like energetically, the whole eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth. And I think that's primarily kind of what's wrong with our world today, is there's too many avenues of protection for people who are doing ill will. You know, there's different countries. If you're caught stealing, you know, they cut your hands off, or they break your hands, or they do something really traumatic. In the 80s, there was what was he? He was one of those people that are from the government here, a consulate. A consulate from the U.S. was somewhere like in Singapore. And he brought his family there. And he brought his family there. And his son didn't get it. His son was 17 or 18. And he did something. What did he do? Was he like spitting gum onto the ground? Well, that's a big deal there. And so they wanted to give him a couple whacks, but since, because that was their law, if you litter, you get a couple of whacks with this big, like bamboo stick or something. And because he was the consulate's son, and it went through all the different avenues, the red tape between the two governments, they said, okay, we'll let him slide. And then I guess he did something else. He like scraped cars or spray painted cars or something. And then they wouldn't, the Singapore government wouldn't renege on the actions, because it's setting an example for the rest of their people that, oh, if you're from somewhere else, we'll give you a free pass, but if you live here, you're going to get whatever we tell you you're going to get, which isn't right. So they said the guy's going to get like 8 whacks, and he got 8 whacks. So that's, our country's just got too many avenues for people to do bad things. I mean, now they're saying you can go into any store. Is this in California only? I don't really know. Or if it's throughout the United States, you can steal up to $1,000 and just, you know, just go in there and take it. And that's just what I heard. It's not factual, but all these people are going into stores and just stealing like they own the place. You know, it's not right. And who's giving them the entitlement? The government is. Our government wants us all to be at war with each other, instead of, you know, having us all pull together and be united. You know, back in the day, and I say back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, I would say, it was, there's a lot of people fighting for their rights, but they were the good rights, right? They weren't the right to go and steal. It was like the right to work, you know. My father was a Teamster organizer, and him and the Teamsters and Cesar Chavez were at war, and you know, they were really at war at a smaller scale compared to the wars that are fought currently with the weapons and all that, you know. But it was still a war. But it turned out now they're combined, you know. Why couldn't they just sit at a table and say, look, we're here and we're not going anywhere, and you're here and we don't want you here, but if you say you're going to be here, then let's just work it out together. They could have stopped all that arguing and just joined, which is what they ended up doing. Now there's a Cesar Chavez Road, but is there a Teamster Road? I don't know, but you would think that they go together. Anyways, so that's neither here nor there. I just had to say that. So now I'm going to get on to 16 minutes in. I'm going to take all my so-called easy ones first. And I say the easy ones because these are ones that I just pulled like one card each. And then three of them I pulled several. Yeah, 3 of them I pulled several, and then the Tattoo Tarot. Alright, so let's get it going. Starting with animal messages, we have the scarab beetle. Let's see, I'm going to try to set it up on that so it'll be a little bit higher. Okay. What is unregarded or discarded holds a secret, a seed of creation. Armored, shining jewel, Egypt's sacred symbol, scarab, generates life from the waste of others. Look at what you discard or even despise, for within its forms lie the germs of creation. I don't know why I'm not reading right. Hold on. For some, this may mean procreation. For others, artistic creation as symbolized by the flowering of the seeds buried in the scarab's ball of dung. Consider also those unregarded in the river of your life. One may be the catalyst for a new endeavor. Another hold unguessed at knowledge, or even the secret that will unlock your heart. Okay, so if you understand that and can symbolize it in layman's terms, please put it in the comment area. I'd be interested to see how you understood my reading about it. It says, what is unregarded or discarded holds a secret, a seed or creation. So somebody's waste could be somebody's jewel, basically. I think that's what they're trying to say. All right, so next we have the divine feather, and we pulled the pelican. This pelican is a water bird with an unmistakable pouch and bill. The bird is quite light and buoyant in spite of its size, and is a symbol of lightness on the water. This imagery calls our attention to our own ability to rise above the heaviness of life. The water is a symbol of emotions, and pelican teaches us not to become overwhelmed by them. Most importantly, pelican dives deep into the watery world of emotion and rises back up urging us to do the same. The action of moving through the emotional world calls for selflessness and forgiveness. The weight of grudges, resentment, and guilt can pull us down below the surface. The message: Pelican Messenger is here to share the power of forgiveness. Now is the time to take a look around your life and see what and who needs forgiveness and release by attaching ourselves to old pain, judgment, and resentments. We cannot move forward. Forgiveness does not mean giving approval to others' behaviors or actions. The power of forgiveness is simply a gift to ourselves that allows us to let go of the past and feel lighter in the present. To forgive others can sometimes be easier than forgiving ourselves. So show yourself the grace of forgiveness. Let go of the weight of the old guilt. Forgive and rise above the surface of your life. Energies: forgiveness, selflessness, emotions. Season: spring, summer, fall. Element: water, air. Color: brown and white. Affirmation: I forgive everything and everyone, especially myself. That's really important. That's really important, and it's some things you just got to work on. And even though, like, for me, I've kind of called it quits on some of my family members, actually a lot of them, but I don't harbor any hate. I don't harbor any bad wishes upon them. I prefer not to partake in any of their conversations, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to be involved with people who talk about people. I don't want to be involved with people who are shallow and are only concerned about what they have, and I just don't want to deal with people who can't really actually give the even give and take kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Actually, I got one of them. I have two, and then the other books I have several. But okay, Native Spirit, and I have the Ancestors. It's really a beautiful card. Wisdom is blossoming. Even if there are unsettling situations in your life, there's a reason for it, and much good will occur as a result. Your ancestors are sending you incredible support to fulfill your dreams. Be aware of the coincidence, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch the messages from your forebears. No matter what's occurring on the surface of life, your prayers are being answered in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. I don't believe anything's a coincidence. I believe everything's a sign. Everything is a synchronicity. But, I mean, you can believe whatever you want. I just felt like I wanted to say that. Your native spirit wants you to know there's wisdom that dwells deep within yourselves. That's a spiritual bequest from your ancestors. This wisdom has come not only from your forebears, joyous, carefree times. It has also bloomed from their failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Part of their message to you is to cherish every experience, for all of it will deepen your wisdom, compassion, and understanding as it did theirs. Also know that there's an innate wisdom within you, always. It's simply a matter of turning within in order to access it. Native people always call on their ancestors for support. To ask for their help is to walk the native path. Sometimes you may be so focused on what's outside you that you forget that wisdom is available to you from the spirit of your ancestors. Be willing to ask, for they want to support you. The journey. Imagine that you're traveling back in time to communicate and connect with gathering of your ancestors. On this meditation journey, there might be one or two particular forebears who seem to reach out to you at different times in your life. different predecessors will be sending you support. Give thanks for their support. The more gratitude you have for their help, the more they send you blessings and guidance. I love my ancestors. Alrighty. We're at 25 minutes in, so we're doing good. Your soul purpose. And we receive this time the restaurateur. And the stone is Andalusite. Oops. Oh, the affirmation. I bless the cook. I am conscious of many people involved in putting good food on the table. I easily absorb and process all that goes on around me. Is the world of bringing food from farm to table of particular interest to you? Include in this life path category are food growers, farmers, and all the people around, or all the people involved in the culinary arts, from those who plant the seeds and tend to the animals, to food delivery personnel and restaurant managers. The people who play a role in the food industry also have an essential role in our society, also known as Chiastolite, Andalusite, has a center, cross, or X on it. It's energetically aligns with this life path because of the earth-centered focus required to ensure that food is available to fill the most basics of our survival needs, as well as for the culinary delights. Restaurants, cooks, the whole restaurant staff are connected with the art of preparing, cooking, and presenting food. When the restaurateur and Andalusite card appears for you, it's a reminder to be conscious of every step of the process when preparing food. This includes having a grateful awareness for the many people it takes to bring food to your plate. I use Andalusite as a reminder to be mindful of my thoughts when I prepare and serve food in my home. The distinctive X is a reminder of the food source from seed to fruition. Take a moment to bless the person who prepared your food, as well as the others involved in bringing you this meal, including the farmers, the truck drivers, the bookkeepers, the waiters, and the restaurant owners, who dedicate their lives to being part of the process that nourish your physical body. Everything is energy, and the positive vibration the cook brings to their creations fosters good health and well-being. Alrighty, so now we're at the messages from the mermaids. And I pulled two. Go with the flow. And these are going to have to set like that. Go with the flow. And gratitude. Okay. Let go and go with the flow. You'll get where you need to be when you surrender and trust in the natural flow of life. This mermaid wants you to know that life can be more fun when you go with the flow. She's allowing herself to be carried along by the currents of the sea. She has total trust in the ocean to take her to wherever her destiny may lead. When we push against the flow, it can feel very tiring. This card tells us to simply surrender to the flow of life. It's about trust, trusting in your destiny and knowing that everything happens at exactly the right time. So try releasing any attachment to a particular outcome and allow life to take you in the right direction. Going with the flow means you spend less energy forcing things to happen. When we fully trust in our destiny, we know on a deeper level that what is meant for us won't pass us by. Is there a situation in your life in which things aren't going as smoothly as you wish? If not yourself, then perhaps someone close to you is experiencing uphill struggle, where every move they make has the opposite effect of what they wish to happen. If this rings true, then this card serves as a reminder telling you to surrender to the flow of life and allow all the pieces to float perfectly into place without any struggle or force. Whatever your query, the answer is simply to go with the flow. This doesn't mean you're giving up or are defeated, rather that your lack of resistance will bring you a sense of freedom and completion. Gratitude. Take a drink. Gratitude. Develop an attitude of gratitude and watch the world around you change for the better. Is your cup half empty or full? This mermaid has swum into your reading today to remind you to be grateful. She says it's easy to be grateful for the good things in life, but imagine if you could be grateful for everything, knowing that the universe never makes a mistake. Contemplate this concept even if you find it a little challenging. The act of being grateful is almost like a magic spell. Counting your blessings is another way of expressing gratitude. No matter what your situation, know there's always someone somewhere who has even more challenges than yourself. It might not make your current experience any easier to deal with, yet it does help to put things into perspective. If you find the thought of being grateful difficult due to your current state of mind, then start each day counting your blessings. Even if you can only find one thing to be grateful for each morning, this is a positive start. Once you start to notice your blessings, you'll find more appear, and you can then express your gratitude sincerely. Moreover, when you focus on your blessings and attract more, counting them becomes totally easy and you'll become ever more grateful. The perfect state of gratitude arises from not expecting anything from life. Often we can feel hard done by. Maybe you sometimes find yourself saying that life isn't fair. This doesn't mean giving up, far from it. Rather, it means surrendering to life and fully entrusting the universe to provide whatever you need, while accepting everything with humility and gratitude. Okay. Let's see. Gonna go with the power, the Archangel Power. So we actually pulled the Magician, which is a 1 card. Let's see. Okay. Well, there's going to be more cards anyways. Okay, and we pulled the 4 card, the Emperor. And we pulled the 21, Archangel Michael. That was kind of amazing just to pull all major arcanas. Put this, stand it there. The World. Okay. Alright, the Magician. You have the magical touch of angels on your side. New projects that you start will be very successful. You have all the resources you need, even if you can't see them at this time. You may be underestimating the skill and knowledge that you've accumulated. You're prepared for this moment in your life, and the road ahead is safe and sure. While Archangel Raziel beside you, additional assistance in the form of guidance, supportive people, and a windfall of abundance will seem to magically appear. Anything is possible. However, to receive this help, you have to confidently take action. You must move forward with your plans in a way that displays to others and to yourself that you have no doubt as to your coming success. Additional meaning: creative solutions, skill, and confidence. The ability to manifest. Focused action, taking the initiative. Raziel is a magical archangel who can guide you in conjuring the life you dream of living. This wizard-like angel sits near the throne of God and is privy to all the holy secrets necessary to help you manifest wondrous and amazing opportunities for yourself. What wish are you trying to make come true? Ask Archangel Raziel for assistance when you need resources of any kind to facilitate what you're trying to create. Okay, the next one is the Emperor. Leadership can change everything. This card may mean it's time for you to be a leader to those around you, or it might indicate that you would greatly benefit from the counsel of a skilled mentor who can give you invaluable advice. Archangel Uriel can provide you with brilliant new ideas and how best to be a success. Creativity is a wonderful thing, but without logic, it can be chaos. What you need right now is a little organization and order. A few guidelines or rules will help bring your dreams to life in the most efficient and elegant way possible. This is not meant to limit you, but to help you feel empowered and in control of the direction your plans are taking you. Additional meaning of this card: an encouraging and diplomatic leader, ambitious plans, stability, a promotion, protection, authority figures, paternal role models. Archangel Uriel is the angel of great ideas and epiphanies. His name means the light of God, and truly, he can help light your way to success. When you can't quite see your way clear to the next step, he is able to give you moments of revelation that seem to come out of nowhere. Ask Archangel Uriel for assistance whenever you have a project or challenged where a creative solution is called for. Okay, now the world. And I pulled the Emperor before recently as well as the world, so the Magician is kind of new for me to be reading about. Congratulations, you've done a wondrous job. A project or situation in your life has now come to a happy conclusion, and there's a sense of completion and satisfaction. It may be time to move on to something new, but it's all right to pause and enjoy this amazing moment. Your work with Archangel Michael has brought you to a new level of spiritual growth and evolution. You're at a place of enlightenment and profound understanding of the universe. Remember to speak words of gratitude to your friends, family, and the angels in recognition of their help. Additional meanings of this card: the right place at the right time. Coming full circle, excellence, happy endings, receiving an award, international travel. Archangel Michael's name means he who is like God. He knows the divine life purpose of every soul on earth. If you're uncertain as to your purpose in life, you can call upon this beloved archangel to provide you with clear and understandable information on this topic. Ask Michael for revelations on what steps to take next and how to fully be the person you came to this planet to be. So it's a 1-4-21. Okay. Let's see how many minutes we're on. 39 minutes, so we're doing good, I think. Okay. So, the Psychic Tarot. first card we got is Hope, which is 17. And we received financial material changes. Rejoice, celebration. Suffering in silence. Oh shit. And passion ignited. Alright, so I don't really remember what order I pulled them in, but let's start with 17 Hope. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, and aspiration, success, and finally enlightenment. When this card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The Hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible, the force that works through your soul, determining what possible and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are is the power of your belief. So the traditional tarot archetype is the star. So I'm going to move it along to this 5, financial material changes. This number 5 physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Okay, rejoice, celebration, the 3 card. Let's see. A time of merriment, celebration, birth, success, and victory is at hand. You're doing what you love most and are pursuing your passion. When you follow your heart and intuition with zeal, there are no limits to what you can achieve. When the energy of excitement and love is present, you can feel it moving within you. However, love has a way of showing you that you're connected to something much larger than yourself. Okay, suffering in silence. Let's see. Kind of lost my spot here. The number 9 denotes completion. Are you finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs, or are you allowing the issue in your life to become bigger than they really are? Your mind has been doing quite a job on you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you learn to let go of the worry, despair, and the sense of hopelessness, a positive new path will be shown to you. Okay, and then the last is passion ignited. The first of the spirit cards signifies that this is the time to let your soul soar. New beginnings, ideas, revelations, and exciting adventures await you in your personal and business life. Creative endeavors, enthusiasm, positive energy, and a renewed spiritual strength are at an all-time high. The powerful force of spirit is flowing through you, and with it becomes a sense of purpose. Be all that you can be. Reach inside and tap into that force. Use it to move forward and set up a strong foundation for the future. Alright, that was a little bit of a quick read. Hopefully you got something out of that. And I have one more book before the Tattoo Tarot. Hold on, I'll be right back. I had to turn my oven off. Okay, so the next we have Akashic Tarot. And I'm going to do this one at a time to make sure that I don't lose my spot, because I already have them marked off. This is the Major Arcana, Archangel Gabriel, number 3. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. He comes with a trumpet and scroll, as well as 2 gentle sparrows signifying power yet peaceful expression. On his chest he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. Feel the Archangel Gabriel step before you and place his hand upon you. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share, and with whom? Okay, so now got a card out of the scrolls, and this one's the Sand of Times. It's a number 6. Oops. The Sands of Time. The sun has begun to set low on the western horizons, but it's still visible through the window of a beautiful castle room. A man is focused with concern on a large hourglass that has almost run out. He rolls up his sleeves, get ready to get back to work. This card shows that in some matter of importance, time is of the essence. There could be an opportunity that you don't want to miss. It may be a project, situation, or personal connection that requires action, or even completion. You might have had some delays, or you may have been highly active and industrious for some time. Either way, keep going. Your focus and effort are still required in order to get to the end game. Don't let worry steer you away from your goal. There is more yet to do, so don't give up. The Akashic Force. Close your eyes and catch the energy of time. It feels almost as if you can ride it as it flows through your day, lifting your excitement, your enthusiasm, and your industry. Feel this now and realize that whatever you have to do, time is your gift and your tool. Okay, next is the Queen of Roses. This card shows a beautiful woman with roses in her hair and all around. A beautiful scene expands outside, but she is peacefully focusing on the flower in her hand. The Queen of Roses signifies a woman who is loving and supportive, but with a passionate side as well. This is a card of a loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might be that a friend, family member, or co-worker is going to be helpful and valuable to you in some way. The Queen of Roses can represent you or a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time. It's a time for loving energy to be voiced. This card upright sometimes shows a happy resolution to a difficulty with family, a friend, or a love relationship. The time for peaceful, loving connection is at hand, so open your heart to the expression of caring within and around you. Okay, close your eyes and step into the energy of the Queen of Roses. Get to know that caring power and gentle temperament. Feel compassion fill you and notice your desire to bring a loving embrace to yourself and to the world. Okay, so we have the Queen of Roses. The next we have the King of Forces. So I'd say the Queen of Roses is going to be the Queen of Cups. The King of Forces will be, I think that the King of Forces will be either the air or it's going to be the fire. But I don't see any fire on that picture, so maybe it's air. Yeah, maybe it's air. All right. A man standing by a stream is surrounded by different animals of the woods. The power of nature is all around him, and the earth below his feet, the water running by, and the star-filled nebula in the sky above. Yet he is a force himself, exerting calming influences on the wolf and the rabbit, which are natural enemies. Upright, this card indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. He comes with good intentions, gentleness, and honesty resonate from him. If you don't know this man yet, his energy will be coming into your life soon. He could bring support for a special project, a work issue, or just your life in general. He may also be a possible love interest. So in order to be open to receiving a man of honor, make sure you engage in honoring and being tender towards yourself. For you or a man around you, there could be a position coming in any of the careers natural to the King of Forces, such as electronics, astronomy, physics, geology, alternative fuel, any of the earth sciences and new industries, and environmental care. Any activity connecting with the earth, energy, and nature are beneficial to you at this time. Whether you are male or female, this also reveals an important side of yourself. Feel the balance of beauty of nature and how the powerful force is always moving within and around you. Close your eyes and sense the King of Forces by your side. Feel universal beauty and power move within you, through you, and around you. Feel how gentle this force and wisdom are. How will you rule the forces and allow them to serve you? Okay, and then the last is the Eight of Keys, Master Artisan. Inside a bright and bustling artisan workshop, apprentices are busy at their workbenches, which are arrayed with the beautiful fruits of their labor. The master artisan pours a number of beautiful, shining gems into the open hand of one of his apprentices. This card indicates that you now have the opportunity to offer your talents, your purpose, and your gifts to the world, making a contribution to many. Don't be shy and don't hold back what you have to share. It's not the time to hide your light under a basket. As a matter of fact, you may find yourself teaching or training your skill set to others. You may also be demonstrating your gifts and performing your talents publicly. Even if your gifts lie in the ability for loving, compassionate care, you will be sharing those gifts with others. In this period of time, you can build your reputation and take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. So take action, put yourself out there, and let yourself shine. There is much beauty and empowerment for you to bring to the world. Close your eyes and feel yourself filled with all the gifts you have to share with the world. Sense those energies pour through your heart and mind and out of the people around you. Feel the ease of this sharing. You cannot be drained, for all that you give flows back to you unceasingly. To create return, do this sharing frequently. Okay, then the last is the Tattoo Tarot. So it starts off with the devil. Someone has some sort of attachments. The Eight of Swords, they say you're stuck in your head. You're not sure. It's a mental clashing. You're not sure which way to go or how to get out. King of Wands, he's the king, and he's passionate. Six of Cups is having nostalgia. Someone from the past that kind of has one cup that has a heart and a cross. The Ace of Coins is a new beginning, a fresh start. Could be a new job, a new endeavor. The Nine of Wands looks painful. The Ten of Wands is having resilient, pulling through. And the Knight of Wands is enduring the strength of the 9 and 10 of Wands. So I think the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and it could be two men. It could be the King's actually a queen, or as it is, as well as the Knight could be a male or female. But I see that from here, I would say the King has the attachment with the devil. The King, stuck in his mind about these attachments. Yet, there's something else that he's been thinking about, and it's a new beginning. So the King has struggled to let go of these burdens, and he's very strong and he's very resilient. And that's who he's going to. That was my reading. I hope everybody got something good out of it. I will be posting again maybe later on tonight, but I don't think so. And thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. If you like it, that's good for my channel. If you share it, that's doubly good for my channel, because you'll be sharing it with other people and my name can get out there, and how I do readings. If you like how I do readings, then other people can view it as well. And then if you subscribe, then you'll get notification for every time I post. So you won't be missing any of my postings. As well as if you would like to donate, it'll be in the description box below. And I pray for you that your dreams are coming true and you're working on yourself and you're healing and you're improving your life to get to your best you. Thank you. God bless. Sending you love, light, and peace. All right, sending you love, light, and peace. God bless. Aloha.